You're still watching TVC News this hour. Let's go back to our breaking story, and we have developments coming from there. At least for now, we can confirm that at least 6 persons have been rescued after a 2-story building collapsed at Oremeta Street in Ojodu, Berger area of Lagos State. And I understand we're going back to our correspondent, senior reporter Theophilus Elama. He has on standby the special advisor to the governor on EGIS and planning matters. Theophilus, talk to us. What more can you tell us now?
Well, Sarah, we have here the special advisor to the governor on EGIS and planning matters, Olajide Abiodun. Of course, he will be giving us some insights into these developments that happened today. Thank you very much for joining us at this time.
Thank you very much.
So, tell us now what actually happened here. There's so many information as to what happened in this place, the number of casualties that has been recorded. So give us an update on this.
Well, let me first start by thank you very much for always being here when we have incidents like this. It's to give correct reportage to citizens of Nigeria, particularly those resident in Lagos. So the building behind me collapsed early hours of this morning. The building has been abandoned for over 15 years. It may have been under construction for 5 years even before that. So it's not a regular collapse. It's a collapse that may not be as a result of they not doing the right thing, but maybe the owner of the building just ran out of funds, or maybe there is litigation. I don't know why, but the building has been abandoned for 15 years. So when a building is abandoned for 1, 2, 3, 4 years, it's exposed to adverse weather conditions. You know, rain will affect it. You know, sun, different things will affect it. And like it was earlier said, you know, there are some parts of a building that water should not penetrate through, because
so this building, this used to be a restaurant. Are you saying it was
no. So it's nothing. The building is under construction. A building will not be put in use until when there's a certificate of completion and fitness for habitation. This building is still supposed to be under construction, but 2 years after it was abandoned, the building approval has now already become expired. So if they want to continue with the construction, they will need to reapply for a fresh building permit, because then we will have to do non-destructive tests just to check the integrity of the building before we now give them authorization to continue construction. It could go beyond just trying to recertify those documents. We could actually advise them to remove the entire structure, you understand, before we now give them another approval for complete redevelopment on completion. So it is not correct that it used to be a restaurant. However, a makeshift restaurant was operating from under that building, and that is very wrong. Do you understand something? It's not a building that is expected to be occupied without a completion certification and fitness for habitation. That building is not fit for habitation. Anybody found under that building is actually carrying out what we call criminal activities.
Right,
because
sorry to cut you short. You said the building is not fit for habitation, but they've been operating this makeshift restaurant for quite a long time. What has been happening to them? So, you know,
it's what I said earlier. We are all monitoring officers. Our officers cannot be everywhere in Lagos. If you see something, say something and it's sorted. You know, we have CDAs, we have neighborhood watch, we have residents. If you see people operating from an abandoned or a complete structure, you should make a report. It's part of our civic responsibility to report activities like this to government. If you don't report them, we may not be able to know quickly that this is going on within that structure. So I say it again, the restaurant that was there is not authorized, because the building itself is not fit for habitation because it has no certificate for completion and fitness for habitation.
All right. For want of time, we have to go. Thank you so much, SA, for talking to us.
But I would just like to say one thing before I go. You know, our regulations permit construction workers to be on a site from 6 a.m. to 6 p.m. We allow another 1 hour for you to clean up and leave the site. When you come in the morning, you are expected to wait for the safety officer, who will, through a log system, record the names of everybody that has entered that site, just in case of events like this. You know, and in the evening, he will make sure that everybody has actually left before he locks the gate, and it is only the security man that is now left there until the next day. In terms of what has happened there, we have been able to rescue 10 people. The operation is still going on, and in due course we'll give you a proper report.
Thank you very much, Essie, for talking to us.
Thank you very much. It's my pleasure.
All right, Sarah, over to the studio now.
All right, of course, that explains why we do not know for now how many persons are still trapped, because there is no kind of manifest to show or tell us how many persons were in that building as at the time it collapsed. Our correspondent there, Theophilus Elama, helping us understand that 10 persons have now been rescued from that incident. Well, let's go to some other stories.